Myself and Police President Clayton Campbell and our teams met with Marc's family at the hospital to confirm this devastating news, and they are grieving a profound loss. Words cannot describe the pain they are feeling. Marc served the Toronto Police Service for 18 years, including 5 years as a specially trained emergency task force unit member. This loss will have a profound impact on the Toronto Police family, our service, our members, and all members of the larger policing family are deeply saddened. No words can capture the impact on Marc's family, who expected him to come home today. We as a service will support them and each other. It goes without saying that this is devastating news for Marc's colleagues at the ETF unit, many of whom have been here throughout this morning. We are doing everything we can to support them at this difficult time. The investigation that led to the search warrant where Police Constable Marc Pinizzotto was tragically killed concerned a number of shootings, including a shooting at the United States Consulate on University Avenue. There were several search warrants executed this morning across the Toronto area. It is important to note that there is one outstanding suspect. He is identified as Zahra Jabi, 19 years of age. And I would encourage Zahra Jabi to turn himself in. We'll have more details for you when they become available. I wish to thank the community for their support of our members and the incredible outpouring of support that we have received. The strength, character, and resilience of our members and the entire policing family is needed today more than ever. We will lean on each other as we navigate our way through this devastating tragedy. A hero in life, not death. Thank you. Mr. President.
Thank you, Chief. It's with heartbreaking sadness that we're here today. Marc was a valued member of our emergency task force. He was with his team this morning conducting a high-risk takedown when he was fatally shot. The TPA has been on site all morning with the Chief and other members of the Toronto Police Service supporting Marc's family, colleagues. He leaves behind a devastated family. Details on how this unfolded will be available in the coming days, as well as any arrangements. In the meantime, I want to ask everybody for their support right now. We need it. When most people are safely at home in bed, this officer left his family to make the city a safer place. He deserved to go home to them. Our members put their lives on the line every day, and it is a tragedy that Marc did not return home safely to his family. Thank you.
The death of police officers is a heartbreaking news for this city. There are no words that can ease the pain of the family, the loved ones, and the colleagues across the service. They are very much in our thoughts as they face this profound loss. I happen to know the mom very well for 20 plus years. Their grief is shared across this entire city. Police officers go to work every day knowing the risk, putting themselves in harm's way to protect others. And today is a devastating reminder of that sacrifice. We also recognize the toll that moments like this take on all first responders who continue to show up for us even in the hardest of circumstances. and I thank them for their work. We are so grateful for all who serve and continue to stand with those who keep our community safe. We honor their courage, their sacrifice, and their dedication.
We'll now take questions. Chief, what more can you tell us about the suspect who's still outstanding and what his involvement was with that prior shooting?
I'm going to leave that for the investigators to get into specific details on that. There is the complexity of course, an SAU consideration here. So I'll wait for them to put that out when they get that sorted out, what they can say. But we do want to identify him for the public and make sure that the offender finds his way into custody as soon as possible.
Is the suspect for this shooting or the suspect for the investigation into the shooting?
Related to the investigations that was ongoing that led to this search warrant.
Chief, we hear about these types of raids and busts all the time. They happen quite frequently. But does this kind of, once again, highlight how they aren't routine and they're quite dangerous?
Well, absolutely. Listen, anytime our members put on their equipment and go out into harm's way, there's nothing routine about what we do. We train to that standard. We train to be resilient and prepared. And our emergency task force are some of the highest trained tactical officers to be found anywhere, frankly, in the Western world in policing. There's nothing routine about any of their calls, and that's how they approach them.
Chief, it's obviously a very difficult day for the police community overall. The death of the OPP officer earlier this week, now this today. Can you just kind of speak to the state of the policing community this week? I mean, it's obviously...
Well, I think there's a deep sadness and sorrow. I'm not sure what more to say. There's a very heavy sorrow in our community right now, and these moments reflect or remind us of just the dangers our members face each and every day, and why we need to stand by them, support them, make sure they have everything they need, because as you noted, there's nothing routine about what they do, and they are incredibly courageous members who serve selflessly. And in the last 2 days, we've seen tragic loss of life as a result. But sadness, sorrow, and solidarity, where we're standing together to support one another.
Is there anything more, Chief, you can tell us about this officer? He was working for the ETF. He obviously was a highly trained Toronto police officer, had experience on the service.
Yes, absolutely. He was a 5 years plus member at the ETF, and of course, those members are training regularly to the highest standard there is. So very highly trained, part of a team of incredible police officers.
Are you concerned about the impact in ongoing investigations with the shooting?
Well, I think our investigators that were conducting the investigations that led to this search warrant are very much engaged in carrying forward those investigations, and they will follow the evidence, and they'll bring everybody into custody that should be in the custody, including the outstanding suspect. So again, the message is turn yourself in.
Chief, with the outstanding person that's still at large, is there any consideration or threat of violence to the community, being that he's involved?
I would consider that person to be armed and dangerous. I'd ask anybody who sees him to call 911 immediately and let us come and deal with the matter.
And will you publish a photo of this person?
It will be available in short order through our corporate communications.
Thank you, Chief.
Sorry, the suspect is the same person who shot the officer.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's a suspect in the ongoing investigation.
Chief, can you just give us some clarity on the suspect who was involved in this morning shooting? We had heard another person was taken to hospital, and that was potentially the suspect.
There is a suspect in custody in hospital, receiving emergency care at the moment. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you.